Hey there YouTube, this is me, MacMan0978, and a couple weeks ago I got a question asking, do I hate Final Cut Pro 10? No, I don't. I think it's a really nice video editing software. If you look back at older versions like Final Cut Pro 7, they're 32-bit, which means they can only support at the most 4 gigabytes of RAM. So 64-bit can support over 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I don't know what the max is. I don't even know if there is a max for 64-bit, but that's one reason why I like Final Cut Pro 10 is because of the 64-bit architecture, and it just takes advantage of some of the features that are in OS X 10, and some of the things that Final Cut Pro 7 didn't take advantage of, like Grand Central Dispatch, a few other things. And probably the biggest deal for me is 64-bit, which means it can support more than 4 gigabytes of RAM. Premiere Pro, if you don't like Final Cut Pro 10 that much, if you're looking for something that is still basically like Final Cut 7, check out Premiere Pro, and it has 64-bit rendering is really quick. When I tried out Premiere Pro, it was quite a bit different for me since I'd gotten so used to Final Cut 10, because you wouldn't have to render really as much. In Final Cut 10, it would do all the background rendering for you. In Premiere, after I wanted to look at like the final project of a clip or something, or the final look of a clip, I'd have to go and render it out and everything. I'm not saying that Premiere is a bad program. I think it's actually really good at rendering. It's really quick at rendering, and that's one of the features that I like about Premiere Pro and Final Cut 10. I do like that I actually came from iMovie. It was really easy for me and coming to Final Cut 10 because it was like iMovie, kind of, but way more advanced. And in some scenarios, it was actually easier to use than iMovie. But yeah, I like Final Cut. If you haven't given it a chance, or you have given it a chance and you don't like it, try it again. Really, just watch some Final Cut 7 tutorials and just try to kind of get it, like, kind of convert the features in Final Cut 7 and find either alternatives or find how to do the exact same thing in Final Cut 10. That's what I did. I actually got the Final Cut King Final Cut 7 training. I got all of this. I've actually learned a lot about Final Cut 10 from some Final Cut 7 training. So you can try that, or just try giving it a chance. If you're a pro, wait until 2012. They're going to be having a multicam editing update. That's going to be a pretty big deal for some pros. I really only use it for editing like my screencasts and stuff, but I do want to get into VFX again. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it might help you get used to Final Cut 10 a little bit more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.